Hey warriors, there's a strange kind of magic that shows up the moment you finally let go. Not the fairy tale kind, but the real kind. The kind that shifts everything without changing a single external thing. It's that moment when your shoulders fall, your breathing deepens, and somewhere deep inside you whisper to life itself, I trust you. You've been holding it all, haven't you? Tomorrow's problems, the fear of what might break, the endless carousel of what-ifs spinning in your mind. But here's the truth no one ever tells you. Worry doesn't empty tomorrow of trouble. It drains today of peace. Think about water. Squeeze it tightly, and it escapes your grip. Hold your palm open, and it settles softly. Life works the same way. The more you try to force control, the more things slip apart. But when you soften, when you stop wrestling with every possible outcome, something almost miraculous begins to happen. Things start aligning. Not because you stopped caring. Not because you surrendered your effort, but because you created space. Space for solutions hidden behind the fog of anxiety. Space for opportunities that were always there waiting for you to finally look up. Space for life to surprise you in ways your fearful mind couldn't imagine. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood what we're all learning. Peace doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from releasing what was never yours to control in the first place. Today, we're walking through 9 truths that will reshape how you see worry, how you carry your life, and how you step forward. These aren't just ideas, they're doorways. And on the other side is a version of you who sleeps deeper, smiles easier, and watches silently as things begin lining up. If this message is already touching something inside you, hit that like button. Type, "I trust the process" in the comments. Share this with someone who needs it. Subscribe. And whatever you do, don't skip a second of this video. Take a slow breath. Exhale. Let's begin. Number 1. Your mind is not a fortune teller. Your anxious mind wants you to believe it can see the future. It whispers disaster as if it's factual. It paints vivid pictures of loss and failure and convinces you that imagining it means it's destined to happen. But reality? Your mind is terrible at predicting the future. Think back to a year ago. What were you panicking about then? How many of those fears ever came true? And the few that did, how many unfolded the exact way you imagined? Most of what we fear never happens. And the small portion that does, most people handle it far better than they expected. You're spending precious energy on stories that probably won't materialize. And even if they do, you're far stronger than your mind gives you credit for. Your mind isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to shield you. It's old programming designed for a world where sensing danger meant survival. But today, you're not hunted by predators. You're hunted by thoughts. And thoughts are not facts. Epictetus said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." When you stop treating every anxious thought like a prophecy, everything shifts. They become suggestions, not commands. Possibilities, not promises. You can simply acknowledge a thought and let it move on. Thanks, mind, for trying to protect me. But right now, I'm safe. When you stop fortune-telling, you stop living inside imaginary timelines. You quit arguing with futures your mind invented. And in that newly opened space, life finally flows. Comment below if you're ready to let go. I am at peace. Number 2. The universe rewards open hands. Life has a strange paradox. The moment you stop suffocating your dreams with desperation, they finally breathe. Think of something you once wanted so intensely it hurt. A relationship, a job, an opportunity. You obsessed. You clung. You checked your phone like a ritual. And what happened? It slipped away, or if you got it, it didn't feel like you imagined. Now think of the blessings that arrived unexpectedly, when you weren't chasing, forcing, or gripping. That's not luck. That's how life works. When you're drowning in worry, you're broadcasting scarcity. You're telling the universe, I don't trust you. I don't believe anything good can happen unless I control every detail. And life mirrors that energy back. But when you loosen your grip, everything begins to shift. You become magnetic instead of desperate, inviting instead of needy, open instead of closed. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate. Seneca said, "Fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling." You can enter your future with open hands or be dragged into it resisting every step. The destination is the same, but the experience is completely different. When you stop clinging, your nervous system relaxes. Creativity returns. Intuition wakes up. Solutions appear. Connections feel more genuine. Life becomes lighter because you're no longer strangling it. Say this out loud. I release my tight grip. I trust what's meant for me will find me. If you feel that shift, comment, I surrender control. Number 3, problems solve themselves when you stop feeding them. Most problems are temporary, but we make them permanent by obsessing over them. Think of a problem from months ago that felt crushing. Where is it now? Gone, solved, irrelevant, or still present, but powerless. Worry is like watering a weed. The more you feed it, the bigger it grows. But the moment you stop fueling a problem with anxious attention, one of 3 things happens. It resolves itself. A solution becomes visible. You realize it wasn't a problem at all, just a situation. Marcus Aurelius said your pain isn't caused by the event, but by your interpretation of it, and you can change that interpretation anytime. Stopping the worry looks like this. Acknowledge the situation without dramatizing it. Ask only, what's the next right step? Not the next 100 steps, just the next one. Create boundaries around problem thinking. Stop retelling the story of what's wrong. Each retelling reinforces the anxiety. Starve the problem of your attention, and it loses its power. Share your intention below. I release worry. Number 4, your body knows before your mind does. Your body has its own intelligence, and it speaks long before your mind figures things out. But worry is so loud that it drowns out the wisdom your body keeps offering. When something isn't right, your stomach tightens, your chest feels heavy, your breath shortens. That's not anxiety lying. That's your body telling the truth. And when something is right, even if frightening, the sensation is different, expansive, aligned, quietly affirming. We were taught to ignore our bodies and overvalue our minds. But the body remembers everything. It recognizes patterns long before your thoughts catch up. Worry traps your body in a stress cycle. Cortisol rises. Your immune system weakens. Creativity shuts down. Ironically, anxiety makes you worse at problem solving. Then you worry more. A vicious loop. But when you relax, breathe, and release tension, your nervous system softens. Solutions rise. Clarity appears. Try it now. Notice where you're holding tension. Soften it. Breathe. That release you feel? That's your body saying, thank you. Comment if this resonates. I trust myself. Number 5, worry is a habit, and habits can change. You weren't born worried. You learned worry. You practiced it until it became automatic. Your brain carved pathways of anxiety through repetition. But the brain can rewire. Neuroplasticity means every thought reshapes your mind. Each time you interrupt a worried spiral and choose a calmer thought, you're not just changing that moment, you're shifting your future. It feels unnatural at first, just like walking a new trail. But with repetition, the new path becomes smooth, and the old worry path grows over. This isn't fake positivity. It's realistic reframing. Right now, I'm okay. I'll handle things as they come. I've survived every hard day so far. Practice peace the same way you practiced worry, one choice at a time. Comment, I choose peace. Number 6, what you focus on expands. Your brain filters reality based on what you tell it to look for. Focus on fear, and fear grows. Focus on lack, and lack multiplies. But focus on what's working, and suddenly you see opportunities everywhere. Your brain's reticular activating system is always listening. What should I pay attention to? If you fixate on danger, it shows you danger. If you look for possibility, it reveals possibility. It's not magic, it's psychology. Ask yourself, what else is true right now? What's working? What's good? What's possible? Train your mind to spot the good. It changes everything. Comment if you feel this shift. I see abundance. Number 7, the present moment is always okay. Here's a life-changing question. Right now, this exact moment, are you okay? Almost always, the answer is yes. Worry lives in the future, in things that aren't happening. You're not afraid of now. You're afraid of maybe. Marcus Aurelius said to confine yourself to the present, not because the future is irrelevant, but because it doesn't exist yet. When you return to the present, the weight lifts. This moment is manageable. This moment is peaceful. The only time you've ever actually faced real challenges is in the present, and you handled every single one. But you've suffered countless imaginary ones that never existed.